I get this question all the time. How can we move from out of state to the Roseburg area without it being a complete nightmare? I get this question almost daily. If you're thinking about moving to the Roseburg area from out of state, you're probably wondering, how can we even make this work? I know it might seem overwhelming, selling your home over there while trying to buy here, coordinating timelines, and doing it all without pulling your hair out. I help people just like you make this transition all the time. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I help you make that move as seamless and stress-free as possible. Hey everybody, I'm Jerry Norman with Oregon Life Homes, real estate agent right here in Roseburg for the last few years, and I absolutely love it. I help people move from all across the country. I specialize in helping people move and relocate to this area from all over the country without losing their minds in the process. Whether you're coming from California, Washington, Idaho, or wherever, I've got a game plan that works for you. And I'm going to share it with you in this video today. So with that, let's get on with the video. So let's start off with the biggest challenge that most people face: selling your current home while buying here. The thought of trying to juggle both at the same time feels impossible. I know it. Some people have a difficult time just buying one home, let alone selling another one at the same time. But this is where having the right team can change everything. I work with agents all across the country, people who are top agents in their markets and know how to get your home sold as fast as possible. Whether you're in Southern California, Seattle, Boise, Arizona, even Florida, I can connect you with somebody who can get the job done. And if you already have an agent that you trust, that is awesome. I'll work hand in hand with them to make sure our timelines sync. The goal? To close on your current home and your new Roseburg home as close together as possible, so you're not stuck couch surfing. I recently had a client from Arizona who was super worried about the timing. We coordinated simultaneous closings where they sold their Phoenix home and bought their Roseburg home on the same day. It takes a little finesse and constant communication, but that's the part I love. Think of it as I'm your air traffic controller trying to make a smooth landing. All right, now for the fun part, the house shopping. Now I usually consider this: you're looking at homes online before your house is on the market. Now your house is listed on the market, you've decided to make that step. That's where you're starting to look at your favorite homes that are available. And at that time, that's probably where I'm going to start doing a few video tours for you. But once your house is pending, this is where it really gets important. Here's the thing. I know you can't just hop on a plane and come out here to view every home. That's why virtual tours are a game changer. When you find homes that you're interested in, I'll schedule a personal video tour where I walk through the house live on Zoom or whatever. I'll open closets, check out the attic, show you the street noise or lack of, and give you my honest opinion of what's good or bad. You're not getting a polished YouTube video with professional edits. This is me just walking through the house, raw video. If we're live on Zoom, you can ask me questions, you can have me point the camera at certain things. You get a really good feel of the house. It can save you a lot of time, money, and stress. I can also drive through the neighborhood, show you nearby parks, how close you are to the grocery stores, and give you a feel of what daily life really looks like here. I can let you know if there's a weird smell from a nearby mill, but you'll probably also know that because you've already talked to me about this property and I can tell you the potential issues in that area. I can drive by a nearby coffee shop if that's something you're interested in. Just whatever is most important for you living in that neighborhood. And if you are able to make a trip out here, we'll have a list of those top contenders so we can make the most of that visit. All right, so we've picked out the perfect home for you to make that move to. One of the most common questions I get: do I have to sell my home before I buy here? Ideally, you want your home under contract or a pending sale before making an offer in Roseburg. Now, we can go under contingencies before the house is on the market, but if you're having problems selling your home there, you might lose the house here. That's why having a pending sale with your exiting house makes it a lot stronger offer here. And sometimes if your home is pending there, we may be able to do a non-contingent offer here. Sellers look at contingencies as a risk, but if your home is already pending, I can show that to the sellers and explain to them where you're at in that sale and that you're just waiting for the close date. This makes your offer a lot stronger. I have worked with clients who have sold their home first and they did a short-time rental here or stayed with family, so they could buy here without any contingencies. Now, this is a much more expensive option, and I understand that a lot of people do not want to live with their family that long. But if we can get your home under contract, it puts you in a much stronger position. Plus, we'll make sure that you're pre-approved with a local lender here who can vouch for your financing. And when we do make that offer, we'll structure it to where it is the most appealing for the seller without giving up too much on your side. The more appealing the offer, the more likely the seller is willing to accept your contingencies. Now, let's talk about closing times. This is where it gets a little tricky, but also the part I love the most. I work directly with your selling agent who is selling your home there. I also work with the title company there and basically everybody involved to line up the closings. Ideally, we're aiming for same day closing or within at least a couple days of each other. Typically, it's one day. Close on the first house, buy the second house the next day. I create a full checklist and timelines for everyone, so you'll always know what's happening next. You're already dealing with movers, packing, maybe a new job, school enrollment. You don't need to be bogged down with the transaction logistics. That's my job. And if anything unexpected comes up, like a delay in your buyer's financing, we'll have backup plans ready. That could mean short-term rental, a rent back, or even a bridge loan if needed. I had clients that moved last year from California who ran into a last-minute delay on their home sale. We quickly secured a short-term rental here in Roseburg so they didn't have to panic. Having someone on your side where you're relocating to that is able to pivot fast is key to keeping your stress down. Now, when we do get to closing, the best part, you don't physically need to be in Oregon to close on your new home. We can arrange for a mobile notary to meet you wherever you're at, your home, your office. I've even had somebody, while on their move across the country to Roseburg, sign in a small coffee shop in the middle of Nebraska. The mobile notary met them at a certain time, they signed, everything was closed by the time they got here. In some cases, you can actually sign electronically, all through DocuSign. It depends on your certain circumstances, but when it's available, it's one of the smoothest options. Once your current home sells, the proceeds from the title company there will transfer to the title company here in Roseburg. No waiting for checks in the mail, and your funds will be ready to close on your new home. It's a system that works seamlessly and is used daily for transactions just like this one. If you are planning on relocating to Roseburg, let's start the conversation. Even if you're just in the early planning stages, I can help you map out the right timeline and what steps you can start making now. So that's the playbook on how I coordinate your relocation move from across the country to the Roseburg area. Shop virtually, craft a winning offer, manage the timeline so you're not left homeless. Moving out of state doesn't need to be overwhelming. With a solid plan and the right team, it can actually be very exciting and a smooth process. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of this, and I do have a relocation guide down below. Also, check out these other videos about living and the neighborhoods in Roseburg. And with that, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later.